For me, the issue has always been, how much freedom do I have in the present moment? The reason I was attracted to my teachers was because they were, it seemed to me, completely free and spontaneous. That the past was not impinging on their capacity to be in the present. The future expectation was not impinging on their capacity to be in the present. They were living a full and complete life without becoming so absorbed and overwhelmed by it that they were losing themselves. So I always go back to, Malcolm X. I loved Malcolm X when I was growing up in Chicago. By any means necessary, I want to find that freedom, whatever it takes. And the Buddhist Vajrayana is it's an extremely profound and beautiful path. The various cultural accretions and the metaphysical difficulties with the pre-modern view, the problem of the myth of the given, the lack of differentiation in the quadrants, the mistaking of structures of consciousness for realms of existence that exist externally. These are all big problems that have yet to be resolved in our Tibetan tradition. When you talk to, I have a very wonderful Tibetan teacher, and I remember, we were talking not that long ago, and I said, at what point did you let go of your conviction that the earth was flat? Not that long ago. It's an interesting journey, that we make. We become very close to some of these teachers, and we realize, wow, we're existing in very different spaces in many ways. So I find it, very exciting to be doing this. I've gone through some judgment for doing this from my community. Sort of, there's a few active judgers, and then there's the typical Buddhist stance, which is more of a no feedback, but no confirmation, no denial. That's sort of like the worst insult you can give someone, right? You just basically, you don't witness them at all. You don't support them, and you don't say anything bad. You just give them the Buddhist shunyata, freeze out look, which is very well attuned and understood in the Shambhala community, right? If you're a long time practitioner, you know how to do that to people. I always found it a bit, challenging. So, I fell in love with Ken as an individual. I think he's just such a unique creature. My Lord, what is he? I don't know. I mean, we were privileged to hear him speak the other day, and yet again, I was just so amazed with the fluidity and creativity of his mind and the degree to which he's working around all of these elegant conceptual frameworks to actually communicate something that's of value. And for me, it works. In the Buddhist scheme of things, I'm a kind of Vajra-style person. Vajra meaning the Buddha family that tends towards intellectual, conceptual learning. It's an easy way in for me. So Ken, what can you say? It doesn't get any better. In the Buddhist way of looking at things, it's sort of like Vajra family gone wild. For those who aren't aware of it, it's a sort of a way of typing people. Vajra family, Padma family, Ratna family, Karma family, Buddha family. We all, the masculine Buddha families are Vajra and Karma. The feminine Buddha families are Ratna and Padma. And then Buddha family is sort of the host of all of them. And, there's that element. And then I just think, Ken is he's just doing the work of a revolutionary. trying to shake it up. And, I applaud him. And I'm willing to take the hits within the community. I find with some people, I put away the Ken Wilber books a long time ago. I don't try and sell the 4 quadrants to anybody that I know is just, basically wanting to go, as Ken would put it, narrower and deeper into their Buddhist identity. But then in trying to teach new people, in a traditional context, I definitely work with some version of an integral view.